The everyday working man who happens to be a very efficient badass. Jason Statham has a routine, I'll say that. You know, it doesn't have to be routine, your eating habits. Enter the sponsor of this video. This video is brought to you by Factor. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen meals right to your door. Meals that are perfect for the hustle of life, because sometimes you just don't have time to cook a meal. To that I say, put that can of tuna down. With Factor, you get fresh, hot meals ready in about 2 minutes, so your meals are tasty, fun, full of variety, and you never even had to leave your house. Because it's fun to change it up. You might even discover and try a meal you otherwise wouldn't have tried. With over 35 meals to choose from per week, with options like keto, calorie smart, vegan, veggie, and more. And maybe it's late at night, you're just looking for a snack. Well, Factor has that too. Snack options like breakfast, smoothies, juices, small bites, whatever your flavor, they got you covered. And Factor always with the flexible scheduling, as they understand that plans change week to week. You can change up your order every week, pause, reschedule meals. I appreciate that. So head to factor75.com or click the link below, use code 50JOHNS, and get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. And now a Jason Statham movie. You already know what it is. I promise. A Working Man stars Jason Statham. He plays a working man working for a construction company, and then the 19-year-old daughter of his boss/friend gets kidnapped. Right there. You know exactly where this movie's gonna go. That's right, because when the working man's played by Jason Statham, there's always more to him than meets the eye. You can bet the ex-Green Beret Special Forces badass is on the job to find her. The flip happens pretty quickly, too. They're all like, please help her. He's all, that's not me. I'm not that guy anymore. Actually, changed my mind. I'll do it. This is directed by David Ayer, director of Fury, Suicide Squad, Beekeeper. I mean, it's pretty much Beekeeper with another job. Instead of being like, I'll keep bees, he gets to be like, I'm a working man, do you know what I mean? And when the movie was leaning into it, it being 90s cheese action movie in 2025, it was pretty fun. You know, he's going up the chain of command, taking out baddies as he's going along, getting information to try to find this girl. Though if I'm bringing up another movie in this subgenre, say Taken for example, I feel like Taken had a pretty concise, straight line that he's following to get information. Working Man just kind of squiggles and twists and turns to get there. I do think with Working Man, it's a little more convoluted, but it does make sense in terms of, oh, that's how you find the guy behind the guy behind the guy. You just act like you're working for him now. Which, is meth blue now? Is that a thing? Is this life imitating art imitating life? I don't do meth. I don't know. I do know that there is a strong possibility this might actually be a Breaking Bad crossover that we didn't know existed. And in the last act, you know, the great storming of the castle, we're getting the job done. That was pretty damn fun. The hits were satisfying. I have a soft spot for bullets that lift people off the ground and make them tumble over a rail. That's just good stuff. Like I said, we're already leaning into the 90s cheese factor here. Let's just own it. When it owns it, I gotta give it props. However, sometimes 90s cheese just doesn't quite cover it. It's 90s cheese on top of a little bit of Mad Max flavor by the end. I saw a dude with a samurai helmet. I was like, where the fuck am I right now? A David Ayer action film fever dream to answer. Next question. Some of the villains just came across as a bit too cartoonish. Kind of a funny thing about how things are emulated. Movies like this are definitely trying to recapture that 90s action movie flavor. But it's not the 90s. It's a replica. It's one person's iteration of how they saw movies back then. Not always gonna be a 1-to-1 ratio. In the case of this film, it's not either. Also, Jason Statham is pretty much Fortune from Metal Gear Solid 2. Bullets just going around this guy. I was like, you're not ducking? You don't feel the urge to duck? Man doesn't feel the need to duck. To be fair, he doesn't need to duck. He's just 3PO going through the laser blast. I'm on with the force is with me. I'll stop with the Statham voice. The movie's a bit long too. The projector actually went out for a couple minutes. Thunderstorms and all. Google search says 1 hour 56 minutes. That sounds about right. Point is, it's pretty close to 2 hours, and it definitely should not be. 90 minutes in and out, coming up on 2 hours, that's pushing it. Gonna make the movie feel overblown, which it is, feel convoluted, which it does. And the movie oddly looked ugly at a point. I was like, are my eyes okay? Why is the screen perpetually foggy? It's like someone breathed on the lens in between takes and was like, perfect. It's stylistic that way. I don't know if they were going for dollar store J.J. Abrams lens flares. I mean, they got them. It also looked like foggy shit, so there's that. Is this worth seeing in your local movie theater, putting up with the lady on her phone the entire time? Lady on her phone the entire time. In the movie theater I was in. This one's for you. This subgenre of everyday guy who happens to be a badass, but you don't know it until something goes wrong and he has to take out baddies and now he's a badass. Felt newer at a point, but there are a lot of movies that have done that now, have filled that cup. A lot of competition out there at this point. Is this movie special enough to pay an overpriced ticket for? Put up with people talking in the movie theater? Checking their phones and tweets? No, probably not, but there was enjoyment in it. Jason Statham has this formula down to a science at this point, no surprises there. So be sure to watch this on the biggest screen possible in your house. I think it'd be perfectly fine to wait for this one on streaming, then enjoy yourself from the comfort of your own couch. All right, so A Working Man, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's your favorite movie in that subgenre? Everyday nice guy, baddies show up, turns out everyday nice guy is actually a secret badass. Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.